Hi, I'm George. Welcome to MadEV. Today let's talk about PHEV, why P2 architecture is popular in Europe but not in China, and why P1 plus P3 or range extender is trendy in China but not so much in Europe. There's an old saying in China, local environment shapes the unique traits of their residents. In this case, it means that different driving scenarios and social environments can have decisive impacts on the technological development. Still puzzled? Don't worry, allow me to break it down. If we compare people's daily commute between China and Germany, we will find that Chinese has a shorter route but a longer time, and German has the opposite. Most of us commute within a city, but many Germans travel between cities or even states. So traffic jam is more common to us, and high-speed cruising is more common for them. If you often get stuck in traffic, what is your biggest worry? Of course, fuel consumption. So here, we like to put big batteries in the P1 plus P3 hybrid powertrain, or the range extended system, which can power the car only by electricity most of the time in the city. But what happens when you spend more time in high speed at 150 km per hour or even 200? What you care about the most must be the power. So a P2 hybrid that uses engine as the main power source is popular choice in Europe. In the same way, we know why it doesn't work the other way around. Because P2 has too much power in high speed for Chinese roads and a too short pure electric range. Meanwhile, in Europe, P1 plus P3 is not that suitable for high speed and is less fuel efficient in that speed range. In 2020, Wallenstein, CEO of Volkswagen, called the range extended EV the worst solution, and in 2022, he said that it is a transitional technology and that Volkswagen will not pursue it. Indeed, most European PHEVs are still based on the P2 hybrid, and more Chinese cars are now EREVs. But in fact, no one is belittling each other's approach. They are even making products for one another, with specific needs and scenarios in mind. At IAA Mobility 2021, Schaeffler presented a multi-mode hybrid transmission with 3 drive modes, which is a P1 plus P3 hybrid. Interestingly, this was requested by Volkswagen, so the code name is TQ250. That's why we believe this will be in their next car for the Chinese market, setting foot in the PHEV segment. You see, Volkswagen's annual 3 million ICE car volume in China has to be passed on to something. And what better option there is than a plug-in hybrid architecture that suits the market demand? Similarly, if Chinese companies want to sell their cars to Europe, they also have to make alterations. For example, the Lation Power from Geely is a P1 plus P2 hybrid architecture that combines the power of P2 and the efficiency of P1 plus P3. After the P2 motor, there's a 3-speed gearbox with the electric motor. It can help the engine produce enough power in a wide range of speed, and can help the car reach 200 plus km per hour of speed. This kind of speed is apparently an overkill in China, but it can be useful in Europe, which means Geely clearly made their system with European market in mind. So we don't need to pay much attention to what CEOs say, as people in those positions often make statements like that. Instead, we just need to focus on their actions, whether they care about the market share or whether they keep an eye on their competitors. Whether it's European companies selling cars in China or Chinese in Europe, they all have to go through this period of doubt, understanding, and joining. But of course, no hybrid architecture is perfect. None of them can match every working condition or fit every place on Earth. The disagreement on which system to use comes from the different driving scenarios and users' demands. So in this case, Every car makers who want to globalize has to build special models for the local market, rather than just selling the same car to every region, or use the same philosophy for every situation. In fact, many companies in Europe have already become aware of this and are electrifying themselves using a quick method. For example, Volkswagen is cooperating with XPeng and Stellantis Leapmotor. This shows that a new technological coupling between China and Europe has begun. That's right, small changes like this are what reshaping the global automotive industry.